TJ and Steph are live at the University of Tulsa for that big game tonight, and they want to hear from you. Hey, guys.
Yes, Naomi, that is right. We are bringing our listening booth to the football stadium.
We're here.
Yeah, Chapman Stadium. Steph, explain kind of what we're doing here with the listening booth.
Okay, so we are here at TU, ready
Correct.
to listen to your stories. So people can come and chat with me. I'm the representative from the Channel 2 team, so you get to meet me, which is so much fun. And you get to tell us about your stories, whether you want us to help you with a problem or you just want to tell us about some good news. So it's a good time to get to know the team and make sure you're being heard. So we make it really easy, and we'll be at all of the games, too.
Love that. What do we have to give out? Do we have fly swatters?
We do have fly swatters.
Very popular.
Which we at Channel 2 do love. We've got some Frisbees. We've got some sunglasses, too.
Oh.
We've got some good swag.
We've got a lot of good stuff.
All more reason to come hang out with us.
Yeah, come watch some football and hang out with Steph Manchin. We got some stories you want to share. Bring them to us. Looking forward to that. So, yes, we'll be here, and we're going to be here for the rest of the 6 o'clock as well. Coming up after the break, more on our Game of the Week. That's coming up here on FNL.
Your first forecast, sponsored by Burgraff Disaster Restoration.
You are looking live, H.A. Chapman Stadium. It is week 0, folks. It is still August. It does not feel like the month of August, Dan. I mean, are you kidding me? This is the best matchup you could possibly come up with in the state of Oklahoma right now. Number 1, Bixby. Number 2, Owasso. They just played an epic state championship game back in December. And again, I say the weather is unbelievable.
It's only slightly warmer than the last time they played back at the beginning of December.
No kidding.
Go Balls on the line on top. This time it's just a 9-inch game. You want to get some things out of the rotation and make sure everything's flowing as it should be when you head through the big game district. But both teams want to win this one. Bill Blankenship coming back to lead that Owasso squad.
Sure.
Wasn't the head coach last year. And then you have tried and true Lauren Montgomery on the other side.
Yeah. Bill Blankenship finds himself in a unique position. I mean, he built that Union Dynasty to the point where they could take down Jinx a couple times, but he was knocking on that door for a long time. Knocking on that door again is Owasso, having been eliminated in the playoffs by Bixby 3 straight years. This game was played at Owasso last year, and the Rams finally broke through and beat Bixby. It's back here at TU this year.
We wanted that game to be at Tulsa. It's a great environment for our kids, you know, both Bixby and Owasso. To have the opportunity to go out and play potentially in front of 25,000 people is not something that a lot of high school kids have an opportunity to do, and we knew that that would be something special for our group.
It's going to be super exciting. I mean, I told my family that I think it's going to be the most hyped week 0 game of like the whole rivalry so far.
Owasso snapped a 4-game losing streak to the Spartans in this game 1 year ago, opening the year with a 40-21 victory. But in that state championship game in December, a walk-off upset victory by the Spartans, who have now ended the Rams season each of the last 3 years.
It's a big source of motivation.
We obviously didn't go out the way we wanted to, so the 1-point loss was what we've been talking about the whole offseason.
At some point, as much as it makes me want to grit my teeth and, you know, and not want to admit, you just got to tip your hat, man. They got it going, and we're chasing those guys. Well, embrace it, and let's just put on more steam, man. We got to do it. We're close.
There's a continued VO for 30 seconds. All right, Dan, so many great players on the field. So many of these kids are going to be playing for Big 12 schools, Power 4 schools. Who are you watching for tonight on the Bixby side? We'll hit Owasso in 6:30.
Yeah, I'm watching for running back Jason Mull.
Okay.
Because he knows what this game is like from the other side. Transferred from Owasso to Bixby. Now he's the Bixby running back, and we know how great Bixby is at the running back position, running behind an offensive line that has a bunch of dudes, as you mentioned, going to the next level. How can he play, but also handling some emotions?
Sure.
You don't want to do too much.
Yep. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. Kickoff at 7:30. Let's send it back upstairs to TJ and Michael. Michael, you're okay by my book. What a glorious evening.
Michael got a standing ovation from security when he walked in because of the weather that he provided. So congratulations to Michael Sager. Did a great job bringing us the weather for our first FNL. We were talking about some of the records that we've broken,
incredible.
Good or bad, and tonight would be considered a good record to break.
Yeah,
right?
just incredible. I mean, it does not feel like the latter part of August. And was kind of curious where this lands as far as kicking off the high school football season. And how about this? Going back the last 20 years, by far the coolest that we have had. Now, if you go back from 2005 to 2024 to last year, 79 was the coolest high temperature for kicking off the high school football season. The hottest was just a couple years ago of 102 degrees, but today's high has been 72. Can you believe that? We got that by a long shot, enjoying some beautiful weather out there. By the way, not just high school football action, OSU kicking off tonight as well. We've got a great night of football in Stillwater. Looks like the weather is going to cooperate there. Just a little bit warmer in Stillwater compared to what we've got here in Tulsa. Now, there is still that very slim chance we get a stray shower, a couple sprinkles out there as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Most of us will probably stay dry, and we're going to keep that slight chance in the forecast even as we head into your Friday plans as well, but probably less than 20% most of the area. So, again, just a very slim chance we get a stray shower. Overall, though, as we go into the holiday weekend, we have got some awesome weather in the forecast. Still a lot of clouds out there right now, occasionally trying to get a few rays of sunshine to peek through. Notice as we head into tomorrow morning, those temperatures are going to stay comfortable. A lot of us into the mid-60s to start things out tomorrow morning. And again, maybe a slim chance we have a shower out there. Hour by hour as we head through your Friday plans, temperatures still running below the average for this time of year with highs in the mid-70s. Keep in mind our average high this time of year, 91 degrees. So we'll take that mid-70s. And again, across the board here, a lot of us into the 70s. It does look like we will get a little bit warmer as we head into the upcoming holiday weekend. If you do have plans to head out to area lakes, those lake levels are doing really good. But with all the rain we had, especially across northeast Oklahoma, this morning, we might see some of those lake levels, especially north and east, start to come back up here as we go through the weekend. But that weekend forecast, great stuff out there. I mean, you just cannot beat what we've got out there through the upcoming holiday weekend. Low 80s on Saturday, low 80s on Sunday, and mid 80s for Labor Day. And again, maybe a slim chance in there we get a shower or two. And you know what, TJ, we got another cold front coming in the middle of next week. That could drop those highs back into the upper 70s to around 80 once we get into Thursday and Friday. And then another beautiful weekend to follow. So high school football for next week also looking quite nice.
Sometimes you think it's fool's gold when it's cool that first one, but it looks like it may stay cool for a couple, which is very wanted this time of year, no doubt about that. Michael, thank you. So again, FNL, we're here for football, right? We got so much happening. Obviously, Owasso and Bixby, Battle of the Burbs. We do have Oklahoma State playing over in Stillwater too. Sports guys will have much more on that. Kate and Dan coming up.
Welcome into sports, everybody. Kate McFarland alongside Cashmere Dan Lindblad. The weather is so good, we're wearing sweaters. Can you believe this? Bixby versus Owasso, Battle of the Burbs, Battle of 1 versus 2 tonight at H.H. Chapman Stadium. Expecting about 25,000 fans here. It'll be the most attended high school football game we have all year long. All right, Dan. Cashmere Dan, your alma mater plays a college football game just moments from now. Oklahoma State taking on UT Martin. Now for something completely different, 12 new coaches, more than 60 new players. What do you make of this OSU squad that's going to be rolling out here in just a few minutes?
You know, it's funny because I've had people talk to me during the week, and did you hear? Zane's going to be the starter. Did you hear? Moss is going to be the starter. Which is kind of the same
We're
thing.
Getting some bad intel.
Some of the same thing we had 2 years ago. And, you know, it was a 3-quarterback rotation. Now it's going to be a 2-quarterback rotation. However, kind of like, you know, we've been seeing a lot of TU at camp. OSU has a bunch of pieces on paper that look
especially
like
on defense.
Team, especially on defense. They hit the portal hard, something Gundy has been so tentative to do.
Right.
And now he
paid some players. He's been hesitant to do that as well.
He dove in, went into the portal, spent some money, and now he has a roster that should compete in what is known to be a parity league like the Big 12.
For months on my radio show with Pat Jones and just in talking to fans, I come back to the same thing. I have no idea what to expect. It could be great. Might win 9 or 10 games. Could be the opposite of that. Might win 2 or 3. They're looking to snap a 9-game losing streak. Is there
you got to win tonight because then you have the program record for most losses in a row.
We cannot have that. Dan, is there one thing you think you know about this team? Maybe just based on speculation or some of the body types you've seen in practice video? One thing you think you know.
Weirdly, if you're an OSU fan, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not concerned about the wide receiver room.
Okay,
I have never been concerned about OSU wide receivers because somebody we don't know is going to break out. I'm looking for that to be Sam Jackson the fifth.
Yeah, offensive coordinator Doug Meacham, he knows what it looks like. His time at OSU, and then TCU worked with some great receivers. I bet you're right, but it's all about the quarterback. Haas Haney, what will he look like tonight? And then, of course, Zane Flores, who will play at least some. Kickoff is 6:30 in Stillwater. Dan will have highlights for you tonight at 10. That's going to do it for sports. Now for your game day forecast.
Let's get a look at that game day forecast, and oh my goodness, do we have some incredible weather in the forecast as we wrap up the week and head into the upcoming weekend. Mid-70s tomorrow. By the way, OSU kicking off tonight. We've got TU and OU on Saturday, and another great day for football. Temperatures will be quite comfortable. Afternoon highs in the low 80s will be falling through the 70s as we go through the evening hours. We'll get an hour-by-hour breakdown of those games coming up here in the next half hour. And even Sunday, looking awesome for any plans that you have. Low 80s for those highs. Hey, we're going to be back from TU. More FNL coming up.
All right, our first Friday Night Live on a Thursday.
How about
here at TU Chapman Stadium, Owasso, Bixby, Battle of the Verbs. Brought to you by Brahms, by the way. Shout out Brahms. I don't know what we need to do to get some milkshakes or some.
It's going to happen. It's a little too cool today. Let it warm up just a little bit. I'm bringing milkshakes for everybody.
Photographer Gary would prefer a malt, but we can.
Gary's the only one who doesn't get one. How about Gary's the only one?
Gary gets nothing. Gary gets nothing, and he's going to like it.
Malt, Gary, stop.
We're just stop it. You're going to get what you get, and you're going to like it.
That's right.
Isn't that right, Cashmere Dan?
I mean, once you get so many nicknames that I've gotten in the past 30 minutes, you can do whatever you want.
We're going to see how many more nicknames we can give Dan coming up in our next half hour. Friday Night Live continues next.